Hi, I'm Maggie McCreary, and I am a licensed professional counselor in the state of Ohio. And I'm here to talk to you today about grounding skills. So, grounding skills are things that we can do on our own to help us feel better. So, if we're really overwhelmed about something, um, really highly anxious about something, maybe something's coming up in the future we can't stop thinking about, or maybe something happened in the past that we're really nervous and anxious about, or we feel really bad about, we just can't stop thinking about it. Grounding skills are things that can help distract us from our thoughts, and it can help pull us away from our thoughts, to give ourselves a little bit of relief. So, for example, let's say that you are starting a new job and you're really, really worried about it. You have all these like what ifs going on in your head, like, what if it's not a right fit? What if my coworkers aren't nice? What if the commute's really bad? Stuff like that. You just can't stop thinking about it. So grounding skills are really awesome because they can help distract you from your thoughts for a little bit of time. So the grounding skill that I really like to use is called 5-4-3-2-1. It's really simple, and it's also really helpful because it's not only can target like negative thoughts or unwelcome thoughts, it can also work on your senses too, and kind of bringing all parts of your body back into the present. So the first thing that we want to do when we start a grounding skill is take a deep belly breath. So a belly breath is when we are taking a deep enough breath where we're also including our diaphragm, and that kind of helps get more oxygen to the body, and which in turn helps you feel more relaxed, biology stuff, stuff like that. So for with the belly breath, we want to have one hand on our stomach and one on our chest, so we can kind of feel both our chest moving and also our belly moving. So when we breathe in with the belly breath, we want to almost feel like we have a balloon inside our stomach and it's expanding outward. So when you take your deep breath in, you'll feel your stomach expand out. So let's breathe in. You can kind of feel it come out, and then you hold it for a little bit, and then you can breathe out, and you can feel your stomach go back in. So it's almost like a balloon inflating when you breathe in and deflating when you breathe out. So to start the grounding skill, we're going to start with 5. So this is 5 things that you can see right now. So wherever you are, if you're outside, if you're in a room, in your car, well, maybe not when you're driving, but just so you're paying attention to your surroundings around you. So I'm outside, so one thing that I can see right now is all the trees. All the trees are in full bloom. It's early June. It's really beautiful. So that's the number one thing that I noticed right away. Another thing that I noticed is there's a cat running around down by the neighbor's house, a little gray cat, very cute. Another thing that I noticed is, let's see, I forgot to put away some chairs last night, so I can see my chairs sitting outside. I can notice a little bug, I think it's an ant, crawling across where I have my computer set up. And the 5th thing that I notice is some cars down the way turning at a stop sign. So that's 5 things that I can see right now. Then we move on to 4. So 4 things that I can feel. So this can either be a feeling, or this can be a something that you just feel in your body. So for example, I can feel my shirt because it's kind of a different texture than normal shirt. I can also feel I'm standing in the woods kind of, so I can feel leaves around my feet. I can feel a little bug flying around my face. I can feel it when it stops into my hair. And then I can also feel my hair against my neck right here. So that's 4. So three things that you can hear. So I'm going to be quiet so I can hear stuff. So I can hear a bird up in the tree. I can hear a car that just drove by. And I can hear some chickens over here clucking. So that's 3 things I can hear. Number 2, so this one is 2 things that you can smell, or if you can't really smell anything, 2 things that you like to smell. So right now, I'm outside. It's spring. You have that nice like spring fresh air where everything just smells like really mossy and green. Just a really nice smell. So that's one thing I can smell. I can't smell anything else. So instead of saying another thing that I can smell, I'll say something that I like to smell. So something that I like to smell is fresh baked bread. That's a really, really nice smell. Um, so yeah, there's my 2 smells. And the last one is one thing that I can taste. So you can't always taste anything. Sometimes if you have like gum or mints or something very pungent, something that can really like make your taste buds go, oh yeah, I can definitely taste something. That could be helpful. I don't have anything with me right now, so I'll just say one thing that I like to taste, which is French fries. I love to taste French fries. They're one of my favorite foods. So, so yeah, so that's it. That is the grounding skill. So let's finish with another belly breath, just so we can conclude the grounding skill. So we'll take a deep breath in. Make sure you feel that belly push out when you take that deep breath in, and then we can feel our belly deflate as we breathe out. So yeah, thank you so much for listening to my grounding skill. I hope that this can be helpful to you if you're ever feeling really overwhelmed or stressed out. I know it can be really helpful when we just need a distraction sometimes. So anyway, thank you so much and take care.